Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me, mirror, what is wrong? Can it be my daylight clothes, or is it just my daylight song? What I do ain't make-believe. People say I sit and try, but when it comes to being daylight, it's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. Now you tease my plug one style and my plug one spectacle. You say plug one and two are hippies nowhere, not just pure plug four. Always pushing that we formed an image, there's no need to lie. When it comes to being plug one, it's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. I'm proud of what I am. Poems I speak are plugged too tight. Please, oh please, let plug 2 be himself, not what you read, alright? Right is wrong when hype is written on the soul, they lie that. Style is surely our own thing, not the false disguise of showbiz. They lie soul is from the soul, and this fact I can't deny. Strictly from the Dan called Sucky, and from me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory for plug 1 and 2. But that glory's been denied by cassids and gookie eyes. People think they diss my person by stating I'm darkly packed. I know this, so I point at Q-Tip and he states black is black. Mirror, mirror on the wall, shovel chestnuts in my path. Just keep on nuts with the nuts so I don't get an aftermath. But if I do, I'll calmly punch them in the 4th day of July. Cause they try to mess with 3rd degree, that's me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I.
Yo, you just pull up to the Love Palace. Ain't no cap here, just facts and feels. D and KELLZ on the mic, we talking ships, all kinds. Pull up and unpack. You just enjoy friendships that held me down through the struggle. Companions who dipped when I stepped out the bubble. Family ties that tug, some tight, some frayed. But we lay it all out, let the truth get played. No judgment, just lessons on velvet chairs. We speak from the gut, raw love, stripped bare. Got a steed, got that glow like sage in the wind. Queen KELLZ hit the mic, truth spilling again.
Ships, we talking, we walking. No filters, just real. Love Palace, the spot where your soul can heal. All them ties, all those vibes, we ain't letting them drown. We lift ships up, never tear them down.
Situationships with benefits and blurred lines. Late night convos that redefine mind. Friend turns to foe, they turn to ghost. But we speak on it all, toast to the growth. Auntie vibes with a twist, drop gems in the mist. Got a palace full of wisdom, come get you a fix. Mic check, soul check, what's your connection? We the pulse of the people, every vibe gets a section. This ain't no gossip, this is gospel with glitter. A sanctuary for the stories they told you to bury. Let your voice rise, let your pain breathe, let your ship dock here.
Growth is not selfish. It is the rising of a seed yourself, stretching toward the light. But as we grow, our roots shift, our branches widen, and those around us must learn to stand in our shape or walk with us toward the sun. Tonight, we talk about what it means to grow, not just for ourselves, but for the ships we sail with others, friendships, kingships, and relationships. Welcome to the ship. I'm getting us right, get us tight, y'all. Ah, we had some difficulties.
Yes, we did.
We getting it together.
We hear y'all though. We hear.
Can y'all hear us?
Thank y'all.
Can y'all hear us?
Put some hearts in the chat if y'all hear us.
Can y'all
down
hear
there.
us?
Can y'all hear us?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Those of you that are in the house, can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Mike, can you get us a mic check, please?
Mic check.
And then you could, never mind. Okay.
1 2 1 2.
I'm gonna let Kelly do her part too, y'all. She ain't getting out away with that.
I thought I was gonna get out of it. Oh,
You can hear
no,
us?
I ain't trying to get out of it though.
Yeah, okay.
As long as y'all can hear us, everything's golden.
Okay, let me get her set up for those that are in here. So, because you know what, y'all didn't get to hear our little spoken word that we had.
No, and it was good. Like we had it set up nicely and everything. We just had y'all come, invited y'all in, have a seat, let us give you this spoken word, get into the topic, and you end with a nice spoken word.
You want to end it with spoken word?
If that, hey,
okay, we'll do that. Let's go ahead and go on with the show.
Getting into the topic.
Well, hello, Alicia Dion. How are you doing, sister?
Hey, sister.
And everybody else that is in the cloud, thank you for being with us this evening. I'm telling you, StreamYard has not been my friend lately, but it's okay. So hopefully y'all can all, like I said, hear us and we're all good.
Yeah.
So how we always start the show here on Q&A. Queen KELLZ, or Holistic Royalty by KELLZ. It's so long. HRBK.
HRBK.
Okay, anyway. I'm gonna show you why we laughing in a minute. Yeah. Okay. How is your mental health today?
Well, it's stable. I will say that. I mean, there's a lot going on each day. That keeps me engaged, keeps me on my toes. Goodness. So I'm vibrant, and mental health is stable.
All right.
So yeah. How is your mental health?
I had a wonderful day. No, I did. I woke up like a 10. You see me.
Oh,
I woke up
optimistic.
Yeah. I was like, I was like, hey. I woke up nice and took a shower. Got some beautiful news today. So I mean, I'm on 10 today.
I feel it. I feel your 10.
So let me show y'all what another reason why I feel good. Y'all ready?
They ready. They ready out there.
They ready to see why I feel good?
Let's see.
Okay, here we go.
We gonna see.
Here we go, right here.
Thinking, baby. You don't know the world a damn thing. Light up, lavish light. I've been moving too fast, running low on grace, feeling heavy, but I found my space. Lavender dreams in a smoky swirl. This moment mine, forget the world. No stress in my chest when I take this hit. These herbs ain't just pretty, they legit. Tobacco free, just clarity. And I ride this flame like therapy. Lavish life, gold, glowing gold in the quiet night. Smooth fire make me feel just right. Lavish lavish light, bows. I breathe deep and I claim my life. No rush, no fight, just vibes. Lavish life, lavish life, lavish life. Florals and magic wrapped in flame. Every puff.
We on mute.
We will. We're some
Okay.
lavish lights now.
Go ahead. You say your story and I'll tell my story.
So this lavish lights, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this smokable herbal blend that Blended Healing has put together gives you a sense of calm and peacefulness and some good rest. So y'all better tap in with that energy in a time where everything seems like it's going so fast. Just lavish lights get you right, have you calm it, have you grounded, whatever it is that you got your mind set on, it's gonna get done with lavish life. So you got different blends too. So tap in on there too. There's a lot of different blends. So
Hey, I know y'all
what
see us
blends?
up here.
What blend you was on today?
Oh, I'll plead the fifth. No, I was on the blend, the ancestral blend.
Oh, the ancestral blend.
So I just want to actually go into the fact that these are actual herbs and flowers. Now, what's so amazing about this is it gave me a lot of clarity. But what's amazing is that the divine provided everything we needed on this earth.
On this earth.
You don't need no tobacco.
You don't need
and
tobacco.
it's nothing. I don't have nothing against those that do it, but I'm just saying this is a natural.
When you have something natural,
right? And when I tell you I'm calm and the sleep
is on point.
The sleep
is on point. You get rest.
Yes.
Like when you say rest, not I'm just falling asleep. I mean know that you get rest. So if you hit one of them ones where you get your house cleared out at night and have to take a bath and end your night, go ahead and hit a little lavish lights before you get into bed. You know what I mean? Or hit it before you go to work. It's legal.
And for those that have medicinal, you can mix it. I've heard that it's a good mix as well. Go ahead and speak on that.
Well, that's all I'm gonna say.
So you can, but these are non-tobacco. You see the email down there at the bottom, so y'all tap in, and you will not be disappointed. Okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna get to the subject.
So what we was talking about earlier now?
Individuality. So I had a couple of questions. So the last question, the question that I had, and I don't know who's all listening. If you're in the clouds, pop down, say hi. Okay. Can individuality affect a relationship? Is that the question I asked? Something to that effect.
Something to that effect.
We were talking about, hey, Mouthpiece.
Hey, Mouthpiece.
Yes, we back. We lavish light. And you see, we lavish light up here, Mouthpiece. the fact that, oh, okay, Alicia, thank you. We were talking about individuality, and I asked the question, oh, can you be in a relationship and have it and still be an individual? Have your own identity.
Yeah.
You see how fast you said yeah.
Oh no, I was saying yes to the
Oh, okay.
establishment question, but
Oh, yeah.
but yes to that too.
That's lavish lifestyle.
Yeah, yes to that too.
So, like I said, a lot of people, right? A lot of people in relationships. So I'm speaking past tense because I'm not in one, but you do have to allow them to have their own identity and own goals and be an individual.
And encourage the growth too.
Right.
Like, yes, here's the thing: how we look being just out there dating and just getting into ships with people, and we ain't even making sure we even like the same things or that we are headed in the same direction. How is we out here just letting it be like that? We ain't trying to challenge, and I don't mean challenge somebody in a way that you make them uncomfortable or you make them feel bad, or but challenging a person to grow though. Like, hey, I'm living this type of lifestyle, and I would love a person that is into that lifestyle too. Now, that's not to force somebody into that lifestyle, but it is saying that if you want to be over here, you have to be doing something that's in this lifestyle, or it's not going to be anything. And there's nothing wrong with that.
You're right. It just sparked something in my brain. You know how we get to talking. Oh, I ain't even dropped no link. See y'all. I apologize.
We've been having some technical difficulties, so I mean, lavish light too.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me drop the link.
But we putting the link
Go
in
ahead,
there so
Kelly.
y'all
Drop that
look. We putting the link in so y'all can pop up and let us know about being an individual, because sometimes people think that because you they'll I've heard it said before that if you want to be an individual, then you need to be by yourself. And it's like in some cases I do absolutely believe that is true. Like, you probably have to go through a point where you have to get alone and then work on yourself. But then I also think that im- when you have two mature people that understand what they want out of life, understand where they're going in life, and you talk about the goals and the things that you guys want to achieve, you talk about your dreams and the things that you see, you kind of get a little delusional in thought about the things that you want in the future, because it seems like they could be so far off and so grandiose.
So what I was thinking about before I remember to drop the link was, how do you have family, friends, a romantic partner, a spouse, individuality if one person doesn't want to grow? We're talking about the person that does grow. But how about that person that's like, I just like the way I am, you know? Excuse me, y'all.
Well, I think in those cases, there's two things that happen with those types of people. One, they pull the person that they're with literally into an abyss with them. And this person gives up their hopes and dreams because they're just like, this is the way this person is. So, but I love them that much that I'm willing to sacrifice what I got going on. And then you just got those that just get flat out left behind. Bye.
Yeah, so I remember in my marriage, like, my husband was so, like, aware. And he would ask me, like, what's your goals? What do you want to do in life? And I would be like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, and I know he used to be looking at me like, what the heck? And it's like, I can see how in a way that can stunt their growth, because he loved me so much. He might not have done the things that he wanted to do.
Yeah.
So that's why I brought that up on a personal level. I was like, I realized that I could have stunt somebody's growth.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we could do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if and because you have a love for somebody,
You'll
you
stick
just stay
yeah.
there, and you're trying to grow. They're still here, and in between is all that other stuff,
Yep.
all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't love me, or we're not the same, and all that, and then that can lead to other things in a romantic relationship. I think in friends, you just totally just outgrow them. Like,
Yeah.
it,
But you got some of those friends that act like they'll do right for a second and go back to doing, you know what I mean, because they're in that friendship category.
mhm.
And sometimes will overly take in what they do because they're not someone that we're in relationship with like that. But because sometimes our friends, sometimes accept them for who they are. Girl, that's just my friend. And you
Ooh,
don't want to tell them the
she
truth, like,
talking
girl, I
about
don't
me.
know why you friends with that person.
She's
But
talking about
okay,
me.
she
That happened
she
in real life.
is your friend. But oh, that's your friend.
That's exactly what she told me, y'all.
Mm.
So we got a guest.
Ooh.
Alicia Dion has hit.
Hi,
Hey,
Alicia
Alicia
Dion.
Dion.
Hey.
We love saying your name. How's your mental health today?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
My mental health was good. I can't say the same for the senior citizens, but my mental health was lovely. How was yours?
Oh, I told you, girl. Mine. I woke up and went in a lavish. When I tell you, I woke up, took my
You woke up in
shower,
a new Bugatti?
girl.
Yeah.
I was feeling myself today. Like,
You,
boom.
you should feel yourself every day, you beautiful friend.
Thank
You should
you.
feel
Likewise.
yourself every day.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Yes, because you know jelly don't shake like jam.
Okay.
Hey.
Mhm.
I want to jump up on here because y'all hit a subject for me. So
Okay.
Okay.
the question that I heard y'all ask was, can you keep yourself and keep your own identity while being in a relationship?
Mhm.
Right?
Uh-huh.
D, because I was multitasking, I didn't hear your point on it. But my feelings are, go ahead.
No, I didn't say anything. You did.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so my feelings are, it is very dependent on your partner. If you have a partner that works well with you and you and him work well together, it's easy for you to keep your identity amongst keeping the things around the house straight. We ain't even talking about kids yet. Just keeping the stuff around the house straight, making sure, he ain't, misplacing stuff that he gonna need in the morning, like doing the little wifely things or whatever, right? And then you have the man that's over controlling, and he's like, why are you painting your nails? I hate the way that smells. Why are you always putting braiding hair in the bed? I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels, and it be all in my drawers. So it's like you have two different variations there. And then
Mhm.
when you take those two variations and you look at them, both individually and then coupled with children, it's a completely different dynamic. There's no way you can keep yourself and keep your identity without losing yourself. I lost myself many times. And I found a lot too. But when my kids being my first girl and my first boy, and then them being like 10 years apart,
Did we lose you?
Did we lose you, Alicia? Hey, Miss Emperor Sharon.
Hey, Sharon. Hey, sister. Alicia, we can't hear you.
Well, come on and pop back in. But no, I get exactly where she's going with that, where depending on the situation, you may lose yourself. And I know exactly what she's talking about, losing yourself inside of a relationship, because I have done that too. Being married and having children and living that lifestyle of just a married lifestyle, you could lose yourself all the way, totally engulfed in that. Kids, family life, if you got a job, you working and you doing certain things, you fall into a routine in life You know what I mean? So I definitely understand that. I see.
They got some new features. Yes, Alicia, you're back with us.
I am back. I am so sorry. The little
Oh,
boss
you're
man
good.
called me
Yeah,
to
you
pick him up
Oh,
from school. Um, but yes, when you have children, I wanted my kids to be strong and independent in who they were and not be able to look at themselves and find anything ugly about themselves. I wanted them to know that everything about them was beautiful. All the struggles that I had in life and the bullies that I dealt with, I wanted to make sure that my children were able to handle number one, being in those situations and handle the peer pressure. Because school isn't like it was when we went through it. It's completely different. These kids are
Mhm.
growing at an exponential rate. So trying to stay in the mother mindset in with two children with very different personalities, making sure they're eating, making sure I go to work on time, making sure his clothes is clean, he got lunch, and everything is situated. I'm Southern. I take care of my man. When I have him, he is well taken care of. So, with that being said, it's hard to find time and space to be who I am because I have to set an example. I have to be a role model. I don't feel like being a role model. I want to be a hoe.
I
Can I
can't.
just be a hoe around the house today?
Yep, around the house too, a big one.
Right,
I'm with
because
you on now.
but
Like,
I can't. I gotta wear pants and I gotta wear a bra and I gotta, do all of these things and try to keep myself up and looking nice. So my daughter has an example of when she gets to the age and she decides how she wants to look, that she takes her time in her appearance as well. Now I
mhm,
got a little boy because my little girl is at the house. And he has taken over everything.
yeah. I think. Well,
So
here's the thing. I think that we were bred to kind of be in that way. Like once kids start coming into play, we kind of lose ourselves because we engulf ourselves in our children. The daily tasks that we have to do with them. Like we put ourselves last when it comes to our children in our community. That's what we do. We'll feed the kids first. We'll make sure the kids is taken care of. Then we come last. And we got to think about that. Like sometimes we got to replenish ourselves so that we can be that example. Because the thing is that we've been pushing burnout for so long in relationships where people are just so burnt out they don't want to try no more. They don't want to do no more than what they got to do. If me waking up and just doing this is good enough, I'm gonna do this. But
And I think I agree. Alicia, I see your points as
mhm,
well, but not but to add on, we still had to have our individuality because I think, well, I know that when I wasn't having my own individuality, my son asked me what was wrong with me. He was like, "You not yourself. What's going on?" Like they get to a certain age where they see that. And what I said before you came up here is I know that my husband he was all into like what's your goals, what you want to do, and I did not have a clue, girl. I was like, by listening now, I think I might have hindered him from doing his goals because he loved me that much that he just let it be what it is, and we were just stagnant. You know what I'm saying? And he loved me enough to like, what are you gonna do? But then he did look at me, but then he's like, you know what? I love you, so it don't matter. So I think sometimes because we love and care for our family, friends, or a spouse, we do hold. Some of us can hold back from doing the things that we want to do or being an individual and having
mhm,
individuality.
mhm,
That's just my thoughts on that. But I think that goes into the happiness thing where I always say no one can make you happy but you. And I think we're trained or programmed or taught that we're supposed to be these people's happiness. You are supposed to create happiness with them. And that's what I had to learn because it was like there's so many things I wanted to do, you know, and like my goal is to make you happy in a way of, well, we're doing things together. But
Hmm.
what happens when I can't, when I'm down?
Yeah.
I have to be able to love me and have my own happiness, my own individuality, so that when you're not able to be there to do it for me, I got me as well.
Do it for yourself, right?
Hmm. And I had to learn that. I had to, even with
But see,
friends.
that's,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, D, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
But that's something that you don't learn until you're about 30. And I sit and I look at my mom. I look at my mom now and I'm like, Mom, why you ain't tell me that when I hit 30 there was gonna be a shift? And it's like most people consider that a midlife crisis because, all of a sudden you look up and you realize either A, you're not where you wanna be, or B, you have everything you want and you just don't look the way you want. That's how people or moms end up going and having surgery and ended up losing their lives trying to be a picture of perfection. But I say all the time, like, I got this body for my kids. My kids are happy and healthy and intelligent. If you don't like it, it ain't for you.
Yep. Yep. And the
I have
thing is,
learned,
oh,
go
go ahead,
ahead.
Lee.
I
No, I
learned
was
the
going
hard way to love myself. I learned to love myself in the midst of a divorce, like the biggest heartbreak that I could have
Ooh,
possibly
to
imagined to go through.
me
you
too,
preaching
Alicia.
to the
Me too.
choir.
I
We,
can relate.
So
Trust me. What was I going to say? There's something that you sparked in me. I can't even remember. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say it's difficult. Like I'm speaking from a perspective of looking back now on how it was back then, because it was definitely difficult for me to have my individuality more than it is now. Now I found my voice. And now I found like, nope, I'm doing this. This is what
Mm-hmm.
I want to do. I'm satisfying myself and I'm taking into account that I have children, what they got to do. You're here. I look at what you got to do. I'm looking at everything from that perspective, but I'm still going to stay true to who I am. At the end of the day, this is the person that I am. This is what I like to do. And I'm not mad if someone doesn't like to do what I want to do. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to still go do what I want to do. So if I want to go on a trail and ride my Harry Potter bike, guess what?
She gonna do
I'm going to the Gryffindor.
that. Okay, so I remember what I was gonna say because Alicia said that we don't learn that until about our 30s.
Hmm.
I agree with you. So what I do, I agree that that's how we were, but I think that this is where we're making the change by putting out this information like this. By I know in our household, and then with our children and my cousins and nieces and them, we tell them stuff like my little the little one. She
Hmm.
knows stuff. We just be really real and tell her how things are going to be because they're so advanced now.
Yeah,
So I think part of breaking that generational curse is telling them, hey, this is what can happen. You should, here's some things I'm offering. And it's not saying that they're going to make it perfect because there's no such thing. But I think what we're doing now is having these conversations, letting them know this is real life. Because
yeah.
I think in my case, it was a fantasy world. I ain't even
Hmm.
gonna. That's
Hmm.
another story. But my whole world was a
Mine
different
too.
world.
Mine too.
And when I got in the world, I said, "What they do?
They
What? What's
do
going
that.
on?"
They do that over
Yeah, yeah.
and
So
then
yeah.
y'all, the schools also would influence how we thought life was supposed to be, because if you remember back in kindergarten, they had that little, they called it the house with the kitchen and sink, and you had your little play husband, and you was the play wife, and y'all had to play baby. And now, everything, well, let me say, everything then when we was coming through school was focused on, okay, as a woman you have to know how to cook, as a woman have to know how to set a table, you have to know all of these things, and the boys just got to run around, for free, like, without anything, like, other than football. And now when you go to the kindergartens,
those are no longer treated as like little houses, and there's no more little husband and wives. My children are interested in dating, but my daughter, she just not got interested in it. But like when I was their age, I when I was 7, I wanted boobs because I knew I was supposed to have them, and I wanted them. When I got close to being grown, I wanted, although I wanted to be a nurse practitioner, not a nurse practitioner, a a pediatrician. I wanted to be a wife and a mother more because that was what was ingrained in me.
Yep.
And we do get the opportunity to ingrain in our children something different. And that works in our favor too because the school isn't pushing that agenda. They're pushing another agenda, but
Yeah.
it's not that one forcing you to grow up too fast.
Right.
Mhm.
I think mine was more, I wouldn't say school. Well, school did do that, but the religion, on the religious, it was like you grow up, you get married, you be submissive, you have kids,
Yep.
and you do those things. And when I learned now, because I was so bitter about things when it came to religion, right? But what I learned now is there were some things that were very beneficial for me that it just needed to be taught that there's another side to it as well. It's
Right.
not gonna all go okay. Like when like you don't have your own individuality. They don't talk about that. I
No.
didn't get taught
No.
individuality.
And
Did
here,
you?
no. Okay. So let's go into that too, because I think
Oh yeah,
that
Liv.
religion can sometimes wipe away your individuality. And I asked somebody this question one day, and they really couldn't give me an answer because I asked them, well, God, if we're giving everything, because you'll hear it say a lot in the religious community, just give it to God. And I am all with that concept of giving it to God, but where in that when you do give it to God, are you doing the work behind what you're
Mm,
giving?
mm,
Because I know that this right here takes a lot of people's individualism away from them. Because what it does is we're just going to give it to God, and now God is going to be the one to do the work. So I don't even have to change who I am because we're just going to wait on God to do the changing.
yes, we were talking about
So I
that.
think that in some ways, that's again how, like you said, through religion, my identity was stripped too because
Mhm,
it was like, again, be that mother, be that wife. You know what I mean? I'm with Alicia 100%. Like, I wanted to go be an OBGYN, I wanted to deliver babies. That was my original dream.
mhm.
And so instead of doing that, I went and got married and had children and would have had about like seven, I got five. I would have had like 7 to 8
Mm-mm,
kids.
mm-mm. I
I
knew
would have
better.
had
I
I
knew
would have
better.
had
I
7 to
learned
8 of
real
them.
quick.
I love
I
children, so my
learned. It wasn't even it wasn't even the dope my baby. It was the man that I was married to. And when I realized who that man was, I was like, you ain't getting now another child out of me.
yeah,
Not a now.
yeah. I was so in love with my husband. Like we had a good run
I
until we
was
did.
too.
You know what I mean? I was in so in love that like, and he was good at the times, but then it just started. The things started dwindling. But because I have had that love, and because I can't say in that relationship I was able to grow
Mhm.
and really individually in that relationship because it was like, dang, you got to do something. You got kids. Because at one point I was able to be a stay at home mom and I have to do anything, and then it became like I'm only reliant on this. But what if this goes down? What I'm gonna do? So it
Yep.
pushed me to like, you gotta go, you gotta kind of do something too to help out around the household. So then it became me integrating myself into the work field, working and doing all those things and coming home and taking care of the home. And then like you said,
Yep.
you get pulled in by the day in and day out things that you have to do for family. And I wanted to be a wife. That was literally my ultimate goal, was get married and have some kids. Can you believe that?
I can believe
I'll
it.
be a nurse. I'll be a doctor who delivers babies later. I'll be an OBGYN later. I just
Yeah, I
let
sat
me
down
have
and
my
got to
kids.
doing that math.
And I was like, 10 years in college? I don't think I want to do that. Let me go ahead and get married and run out to the Air Force, elope,
Ooh,
20 years
Mm,
old, trying to be somebody mama. Didn't know nothing.
mm-hmm.
yeah. So
But
But yeah,
but
I'm going to go ahead and drop down because the area that I'm going to, I'm not going to have any signal. Thank you for having me on. Y'all
let
have a
me
good
say
show.
this.
all
Okay,
right, baby.
Yes,
so
ma'am. For sure. Thank you.
you're welcome. I think that what you were saying about the identity when it came to, because like you said, you asked somebody, because yes, give it to God, absolutely. But there's that song, it's the God in you, right?
Hmm.
So
Shouldn't you be handling your own stuff? Yes, you
I
absolutely
try to
should.
I try to come off
Yes,
so
you
calm.
should.
She
She
won't
try to
let me.
come off so just polite. No, you got God. God gave you the skills and the tools to handle it. Handle it. Like I literally see people be like, "Give it to God," and they're some of the most demonic people that you ever know. Secrets
Man,
up their butt, trying to convince you of something that you clearly can see is wrong. You can't convince me of the wrongdoing that you're doing just because you're in the you're in the religious world.
uh-huh.
I don't care. Okay, we can believe in the same Jesus and God and all that. That does not mean that what you doing ain't right.
Right? Because it's like they don't take accountability for their own identity
Yeah,
and their actions
I'm gonna
because
just
they're giving it.
yes,
They're
yeah.
saying,
I don't have no identity. My identity is God's identity. So whatever identity He gives to me, which means that if I give it to Him and He don't tell me that I need to handle this situation, I'm not even gonna touch it. Not saying nothing. I'm not hearing Him. I'm not doing none of that. It absolves you of you being accountable.
hmm.
I feel
I feel that too, especially when
that's how you get people burnt out of going to church. You say, give it to God, something happens to them, and then they say, oh, I'm not
and
even
there's
paying no
nothing
more.
wrong saying give it to God. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, absolutely.
If you're gonna, because we talked about that too,
Hmm.
you have to have the action,
Yes.
right? You
Yep.
you have to live in accord with that. Like you can't be living a reckless life and then be like, I'm gonna give it to God. Like,
Yeah.
well, to
They
me,
be doing it.
this is
No,
my
no.
opinion.
They do be doing it. Yes. Go ahead.
This is
Sorry.
my opinion.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, sister,
Hey.
Empress Sharon has entered the ship, y'all. How you doing?
Hey, Empress Sharon.
Hello, hello.
How's your mental health today?
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear us?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
we
Yes,
can.
Yes, I can. It sounded a little bit low, but I can hear you.
so
But
loud, clear.
I wanted to come in. This is really a great topic, but I wanted to come in to share a point of view. And I think that was a good question Kels brought up when they talk about give it to God, and pretty much does that mean that you pretty much don't do anything and you just leave it to them? And I just wanted to say I think that's where a lot of people get confused at. They think you just give it to God and then you just sit down and wait or whatever. But I truly believe that that saying is more like the duality. There's a give and take. Give the worries and release the control to the divine, I would say. But pretty much because it's you worrying about or trying to, I guess, fight against something that is really out of your control. So it's more like, release that, worry, release that control, and, deal with what you do have control over, and everything will fall into place. It's, pretty much like let it flow. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I say that because there are so many people that I've seen. Like I've seen a few people pass away because of this theory of allow God to handle it. And it's been sad because these are things that could have been prevented had the people just stepped in and just really managed the situation.
And so it gets difficult when you hear that and you see people really will absolve themselves, and not saying that they're doing it knowingly. Sometimes they're just giving it up, like you said, they lean into the belief that this is what it is, and not seeing that there's work that still needs to be done even inside that belief. You still have
Mhm.
some work that needs to
Right.
be done. And you
Mhm.
can't not do that work,
Mhm.
because that's what pulls everything together.
Right. Right. And yes, I when things are out of your control and you can't handle it, absolutely, I agree with you, Sharon.
Mhm.
Yes, that's when you be like, here you go. But like me and Kelly was talking about the Bible passage, faith without works is dead, and I think people forget about that. Like you have to put in some work. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to. The I believe of when you have a burden and you did the work and you like, you know what, you feel like you're about to go crazy and you don't know what to do. Absolutely, I'm with it. But we're talking about those people that don't even put in the work or holler that yes, my Lord and Savior and all this, and then you're looking at them like,
To be the example.
yes,
I'll say it in that way.
that's
You're looking
exactly.
for them to be the example, because here's the thing, some of us have just been ingrained. We were born into this thing. So we never were able to look it up or study what we were given to see if this is something that is true, to see if it was just born and bred into us that this is who you are, giving you an identity. Like I said, like religion will give you a different identity. And then when you start growing into self, this is where the issues come in, because you're
Mhm.
given an identity from birth saying that you're born into sin and this is just what you do. And so then when you start to live life and you see that there are pros and cons, there's duality, that things happen for a reason and they happen because they're supposed to happen. When you start getting into life and learning this, you start looking at religion a little differently.
Mhm.
And you start to question some things because you start to see things differently. And to some people, it's hard to differentiate, because some people will listen to our conversation and be like, they don't believe in God.
Right.
And it's like,
Right.
where did you
Right.
get
Well,
that
we get
from?
that all
Right. Where did you get that
the
from? And
time.
it's
Mhm.
not that. It's because we studied. Number one, we studied and seen that there's more than just this, what we've been taught. We understand that there's a work that we must do, that how we must get out and heal the community, whether it's through the podcast, whether it's through the people that we meet, whether
It's
it's
through your
through
actions.
yes. But
Mhm.
again, it's the work that gets
Mhm.
done. So many people are so easy to criticize people, but are you doing the work? Because again, being an individual depends on you doing your own work, not working on your partner, not working on somebody
Mhm.
else, going to church every day and still not working on yourself. That's, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Being an individual is finding the things that you like to do, right?
Mhm.
Finding what makes you happy.
Mhm.
But how do you find what makes you happy? How do you get to that point?
You gotta grow, like we talked about, that growth and growing doesn't mean that, I told you I learned that within the last couple of months. Growing doesn't mean everybody gets to come with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And it's that's your individuality. When you have growth and you're better in yourself, the people that love and care about you and that are generally there to support you, be it friends, family, a romantic partner, a spouse, is going to allow you to have that growth.
Yeah.
It's not, excuse me, it's not being messy. You're not being different. It's just, I need to grow. But like I said, it's always that communication. You're
Hmm.
communicating that I need to grow. I'm going to step back because I don't want to be part of that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I think when a lot of people take that so personal, they take that as, oh, they don't want to be around me no more. Then she's acting weird, like I said, acting weird, acting funny. But no, I'm growing, and then let me share my growth with you, and it might not be on the same lines of your growth.
Mhm.
If you think you know me from the person I was yesterday, let me reintroduce myself. My name is
Wow. And the words are blended. Wow, wow, wow.
I can't really hear y'all that good while I'm up here. So I'm gonna step back down so I can
Did
hear.
you did you
Um
have anything else you wanted
Hello.
to say before you leave?
No, when something you said about but I can't recall all of it, but how they, say we all sinners and all that, and I heard that part because I always have had a problem with that saying that we are all sinners, because my thing is, I always, go by the saying, as a man thinketh, so shall he be. So if we're being taught that we're sinners, I mean, is really, to me, somewhat, it gives us more of an excuse to continue to do whatever we're doing or whatever. And it also pretty much, I feel like, put a subliminal messages in your mind that you're a sinner, and so it's like you think that's what you is, and this is me, and I ain't, ain't no use to trying to do better. But I just always had a problem with that, and I just try. I know, I put it this way: I'm not perfect and all of that, but I don't want to say that I'm a sinner either. I believe that in life we all, are in this life to learn, and we're gonna make mistakes and all that, and then putting into account of, the manipulation and all that we were birthed into, from us being brought into slavery. So I mean, if we want to look at it that way, I mean, but we're not sinners because that's what our life was. It's because that's what was in, I would say, introduced to us.
Right, right.
Can you hear us
Can you hear
now?
us better?
But
Can you hear us better now?
I'm gonna drop down because I can't really hear you, but I want to hear, yeah. But that's the,
Okay.
just one thought I was, yeah.
Hey, Belinda, can you hear us in the chat? Can you hear us in
Can
the
y'all
chat?
hear us in the chat?
Let me know.
Now
Are we
you
loud enough?
sounding a little better now. It's maybe talk loud a little louder, and y'all know I got a little hearing problem.
Oh,
So, yeah.
No, it's
okay.
okay. It's
I just
okay.
wanted to make we did a little bit of adjustment too.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear us? Can you hear us now, Sharon?
As long as you can hear us. Can you
Yes,
hear us
it
now?
definitely sound better. Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Y'all sound better now. Okay. Y'all let us know now.
Yeah,
Okay.
let us know if you can hear us out there.
It reminds me of Willie Lynch, the way.
It seemed like it went down a little bit, right after you adjusted it. Yeah, but unless y'all speaking away from the mic, I don't
No,
know. Yeah.
we own the mic.
We got the mics in our mouth right now.
Okay. So you probably just got to project your voice more. Yeah.
Okay. But no, I say what I said to look at where we not, and here's the thing, I don't want anybody to think that I'm crucifying religion or anything like that, because to each his own, and what people look at and what they grow through is what they grow through. So I just know that I've studied beyond just that piece of it. And so when I have done that and I've seen that there are people that really are holding true to this and will die on that hill, but there are things that are preventable in people's lives that can be prevented if people would take their individuality back. Sometimes there ain't nothing wrong with you telling somebody, "Hey, I don't like that. I don't want that." We're so quick to please people, or we're just so quick to be so freaking rude to people. Like there ain't no in between. It's like, okay, we have people that are nice and extra nice, and that's weird to us. Then on the other hand, we have people that are hella weird and do messed up things to you. And it could be because they are going through, but nevertheless, it's hella weird.
Yeah. Mouse, they said we glitched or something. I don't know. Y'all, we've been having. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. Streamyard is up here doing stuff. They are doing updates while we're in here because we're seeing all kind of things pop up.
Man, yeah.
Why? And it's like, what did you there? So they're doing some updates up here on StreamYard. So next time y'all go live, y'all gonna see some.
Some
There's a
new
lot.
features.
I'm like, what? It's telling us different. So I think that's causing it as well. Maybe some glitching. But I just wanted to make at least sure that y'all can hear us um, in the chat. And Sharon saying that she couldn't hear us. It. So that's what's going on. So all y'all content creators, I don't know. Um, okay. Is it okay? Meaning you can hear us? But yeah, when you go live, when y'all go live, you're gonna see some updates because it's really happening. I'm looking at
Yeah,
Kelly
it's
like
happening
this.
in real time, y'all.
Yeah.
It's real time.
I'm like, did you see
But
that
we taking our power back though. That individuality.
message? Right,
You
right,
know, we
right.
making this how we want it to be made.
Yes. Um, and I think it's the world we live in. It doesn't give us those options to be individuals. And it's like you said, it's like we got to take our power back and realize what it is and be who you are. Be an individual. Be yourself. And I know that's one of the things that I had to learn, and it was a lesson that took me a while to learn. Pretty much, trying to be what everybody else think you should be or whatever, but we are all individuals, even though we have some similarities and all that, we are all individuals and we have the right to be that. Yes.
Yeah, hey Lisa. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%.
Mhm.
It's just that
Oh,
I think now at this point in my life, I have learned what it feels like to be an individual and how to find your individualism in a relationship. Now, I'm not in a relationship right now, but I have friendships now and people in my life now that I'm talking to and being able to express myself and express my feelings even in the dating world. There's some people that I'm dating and I'm able to have those conversations in real time. And it looks really different when you're dealing with a healed person. That's another element to this too, is that
mhm,
depending on how a person has grown up, depending on the things that they've gone through in life, they're out viewing their point of view and their perspective on what it looks to be an individual. Some people have had to fight all day life for real, for real. And
mhm,
so what that looks like outside of their home is that they're always guarded and they're waiting like them people that be like, I want somebody to say something to me. I'm just waiting.
mhm,
So I get that that has a lot to play, but when you are healing and because no one's ever going to be completely healed, but when you're on a mission and you are healing, you find like-minded people and you have those conversations. That's another thing too. We have to be open about having those type of conversations with people too. What do you like? Get beyond all this other, I don't know
mhm,
what people be talking about and they stuff. But I get down to the point, what is it that you want out of life? Like, where do you see yourself in a couple of years? What is it that you love to do? Is there something, or what are your boundaries? What are some of your non-negotiables? Like, I'm asking these questions.
right. Everybody, remember when Think Like a Man came out and everybody was mad at Steve Harvey for that book, but he really has some good points. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna cap.
he did.
You know what I mean? Like he really has some good points of questions and things you should ask because for somebody like me, those questions and things like we talked about last week, I wasn't raised that way because I didn't really have an example of how to be that wife and stuff. So it was like, oh man, you that's what you do, or you know what I mean? Like just learning
Hmm.
life is different. So it took me a minute to get my own individuality, and I continue to grow in my own individuality as well, and communicate with those that I love and care. Like, hey, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
I'm going through some transition right now,
Right, transformation.
right? Or if I'm triggered, like I'll let you know, Sheena girl,
Hmm.
I'll let you know. Hey, I'm triggered.
Mhm.
I need. I need a minute. I'm triggered right now. I need a little bit of time. And if you can accept that, and we can still be cool, I love that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because it's like at least you understand that I'm going through something, or I need to do what I have to do, and that's what keeps individuality in these relationships. But I do agree that individuality can mess up a lot of relationships.
Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. I was the queen of. I heard a person tell me that you seem like you just want to be you do things like you're an individual person. Like, and here's the thing. I'm a mom. At the end of the day, like I think there's a difference when people are dating. Like, and I heard this on a podcast too. This girl, and she was absolutely right. And people still took her comment out of context because she was saying that I'm a mom. So regardless of what I do, I gotta get it done. You know what I mean? So I can't sit like even in relationships, you get into a relationship and the man may
Okay,
be like,
sure.
well, why ain't you doing this? Or why can't you do this? Or why can't you wait on me to do this? Well, the truth of the matter is that I got people that depend on me. So I
Mhm.
can't sit around and wait in that hyper independence where I have to always jump into gear and have to get things done. I don't want that to be held against me because I'm always the one going and doing and getting things done. You know what I mean? I don't have that luxury of being able to be like, yep, you know what? I got a nice partner here that's going to help me get
Girl,
things
cat,
together.
gun.
And here's the thing, would I love that? Absolutely. But
Mhm.
I'm not looking for somebody to do that. Here's the thing, and let me not say I'm not looking. Let me take that back. Saying I'm not looking for somebody to do that, but somebody that will love me will do those things.
So you're saying it's going to be automatically, and they're going to allow you to still have your own identity?
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. And the reason for that is because I know who I am.
Mhm.
I'm on purpose. So when you know what your purpose is and you know who you are, you kind of are driven
Facts.
to the things that
Facts.
you're driven to those things that you love to do. And in that, people are coming to the same space. So yeah, I believe that that person will meet me in the middle. They still will have their growth that they got to experience.
Yes. Blended. I'm trying to tell you. I say that, and it be running some people away.
I say that they be looking at me
Would
like,
you?
"What?"
And that makes it runs them away, and they think that means you don't want help or assistance or
Right,
provider,
right.
or like you don't know how to relinquish. Now, because I have been so independent, it's going to take me a little bit of time. I'm just going to say, because I've been independent for a long time now. I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
So we're going to have that conversation. Like, you're going to have to be like, D, I got it.
yeah,
And
yep.
then you're going to have to tell me, D, I got it again.
Yeah,
I'm just being real because I have had to do it so long by myself. So you can't expect me just to go right here.
yeah, and
And if you
relinquish.
can't accept that, I'm not the person for
Yeah,
you. I'm not the friend for you.
yeah.
I'm not the family member for you. I'm not the lover for you. I'm not none of the shit for you.
No, I get it. I get it for real though.
Mhm.
But and that's where I'm like, I found my individuality, and that's why I'm doing the things that I love to do because that community is going to build itself. This is where we got to get out of our own ways, and because we be jacking ourselves up when
Mhm.
there's a click out there for everybody. There is. What's that one that we be having in Comic Con? We be having the
Mhm.
Comic Con clicks, right?
Mhm.
And we have what other ones do they be having? We have several of them in Colorado,
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah.
we have the anime click, the people that be into
Right.
the anime. And here's the thing: these people be cool kicking it with each other. They don't be fighting.
That is the strong black woman. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Absolutely.
I don't want to be strong no more. I want my arms,
I'm
my
going to be
arms broken. I'll be
resilient with
resilient.
your help.
That, that part, that part. Because when you are the strong person, nobody comes to check on you. Nobody's
Man.
trying to check and make sure you cool. And when you're strong, people are just like, she got it. She can handle it.
They do.
We ain't gonna worry about her. She knows how to go through it and get through it. She helps us through it. What makes you she got the tools, but sometimes we want to hear, all right, girl, you okay?
Right.
What
Ask
we
me.
doing today?
Or, yeah, because I think when people consider you strong, that's why we stop using that word, because they expect you to take on everything in your life and still help them with theirs.
How?
And then when you can't, there's a problem. That was the story of my life for a lot of years.
Yeah.
And when I couldn't do it no more, it was amazing that of the people that was like, oh, well, now she's being funny, and now it's this, and now it's that. It absolutely is an illusion. And it made me be like, wait a minute. I held it down for a long time. I help people, and I still continue to do that. I'm very selective where my energy goes because I need reciprocity.
Yes, reciprocity.
So, like, I don't even say that to people like, you're so strong. What? Okay, this is what I can do for you. What do you need? This is where I can help you at. And you need me just to sit on the phone while you go off, I could do that too. You know, financially right now, the way my bank account set it, I'm just saying, but there's other ways just because you're considered strong. And I used to hate that. And you made me realize that because you was like, girl, you're there. How many people have you had live with you? How many people have you helped? How many people I mean, I poured into so many people. Oh, you need this, I got it. And would be sacrificing sometimes for myself. But when it was didn't have it no more.
And they look at you like you crazy.
Yeah, girl.
You ain't got it? What you mean you ain't got it? I need it though. You'd be like, oh, wait, did you just say that you need what I had and I don't even got what I need to have? But you're asking me to give my last. And that's another thing that I want to talk about too, giving your last when you ain't got it. How you do that?
I used to do it all the time. It's sad.
Yeah.
I really used to do that. My kids would be like, Mom, I used to really do that.
And you got to go without. And here's the thing, and you find, here's the thing about our people. We've done so much with less that even when we put ourselves in a situation where we got less, we still make it work.
Figured it out. Okay.
Man.
You right, Mouthpiece. They act like you ain't never done nothing for them at all.
At all. At all.
At all. But yeah. So, and I think that's where that part where the strong support system comes in. Because I really learned what true friendship is.
Me too.
All them fake friends, all them fabs, and all them fans that blended me. Not Kendrick Lamar fans. We talking about them butt. Fake ass niggas and fake ass bitches. Get the hell on. Because when you really I asked for the friends that I have in my life.
Me too.
Because I was so tired. I sound like the other day. But yeah, I was tired of being hurt, tired of why is this happening? Why? And I'm really thinking something's wrong with me. Not that didn't mean I didn't have to do any work.
Right.
Because I did adjust in how I talk to people, how I approach people, how I handle things. I did adjust and did listen to some of the things that they were saying. But you left in the process of that too as well. Because like I had told you, once supposedly my best friend told me that the way I was talking to people and stuff was so aggressive. And I was like, I don't do that with everybody. I do that with y'all because I should feel comfortable. And she told me that I shouldn't with her. And remember, I was just crushed.
Let me slap her.
I can't.
You know that's my answer.
I call that being on payroll. They factor your bread in. Girl.
Man, come on now. Come on now. Don't factor mine.
And then go, I thought you got paid.
Right.
What? Why are you in my pocket? And who asked you?
That's so true. That's
Man, get
yeah, but and like I was saying though, so I well, you know what? Let's be really keep it a buck. The ships, the very first episode that I had with Linda Hillen made me reevaluate all the relationships. I ain't even go when we did that ladder. Probably need to revisit that ladder.
we might need to go back to that all the way. Cause what about your friends?
When I did that ladder and understood, because in my mind, either you was a friend or a foe.
Yeah, that was
Like it was no
level
situationship, companionship.
Right.
It wasn't none of that. It was either
Associate.
you were my friend or my best friend. So let's really. So if I'm really being honest, this taking this has helped me. That episode, I was like, whoa.
Me too. It caught me like that too.
Yes. And I was like, what do you mean there's different
That's why I said I ain't never had no friends there. According to this thing right here, I've never had no friend.
And knowing that there's associate, companionship, there's friendship, there's your soulmate, your best friend. You know what I mean? It put it so much in the perspective for me. I was like, wait a minute. That old girl was just a companion.
Yeah.
Old boy was just an associate. You know what I'm saying? And that's where, if y'all don't know, this is where the ships was originated from. So it really put in perspective to me of where I stand in people's life. So everybody, I don't call everybody my friend like I used to, because I was that little girl that would be like, that's my friend, and I just met the next door neighbor. And he went into my adulthood that way because I do know how to communicate and bond with people. That is like a thing that I have. That's why I was good at bartending and waitressing, because I can have a conversation and all that. But I was taking that as friendship, and girl, no, it wasn't.
Nope.
So I was expecting them to act like a friend when you were a companion or an associate. Most of y'all was associates.
Associate, man. Some of them didn't even make the associate list because what's lower than zero?
I can't. I
For
can't,
real.
y'all.
For real, what is?
I don't know. But like that was really a turning point for me.
Mhm.
And it made me look at people different. And not in the way that I just knew where you stood.
Yeah. And you're able to assess.
Yes.
Like when you ask for discernment, right?
Mhm.
That's what comes with discernment. Discernment is being able to look at something with a clear vision and saying, okay, this is for me, this is not for me. I don't want to partake in this, or I do want to partake in this. That's where your discernment is right there. It's figuring out if that's even where you even want to engage with that.
Right.
You know?
Right. So I think knowing the difference of these ships makes a big it was a big help for me, I should say.
Mhm.
Like I said, we might need to go ahead and revisit that because it's probably time, so people know there are different categories. And
there's levels to this shit.
Man, in Mo 3 said everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. You feel me? Like, shout out to Mo 3.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's real life. That's so real.
Mm-hmm.
And for somebody that's the empath that I am still an empath, but that it hit me like a truck, girl, train. I was like, oh wait, what happened?
Wait, they not my friend, but what happened?
What you mean?
What you mean?
And then just knowing what a friend should do.
Yeah.
Or, like I said a couple of weeks ago, I start asking people, what does that mean?
What does that look like?
Man.
Mean and look like? Because one thing that I know about people always want you to show up for them. But see if they show up for you. I got people on my line right now asking me to show up, but you ain't showed up to nothing I done ever had.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't support nothing I ever
Mm-hmm.
needed. And then when I ask you, you have so many excuses of why you can't do it, and you got mental health issues. Oh, you got mental health issues now. Come to my shit.
but yet you'll dog me. You be on my tail about something when it comes to you, though. Man, I'm not doing that no more. I'm serving those who I want to serve. That's where I'm at this point. And then those that God allow me to come in contact that I am supposed to serve. Again, that's where my discernment is gonna come in. Because I'm not gonna spend the energy on people that are selfish, that really don't show up for people. I don't want to be on nobody's panel that is downgrading women or downgrading men and talking all this stuff about separation and driving separation to our community, getting us involved in shit that we shouldn't have to be involved in as a people. I don't want to be involved with none of that. And
Yeah.
again,
So KELZ, you know,
mhm,
you sparked that journey home. That's where that came from, right?
man,
That's why we got the journey home. Let me show y'all what y'all need. Okay. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Reverse.
May we
Reverse.
offer?
I need that little sound. May I offer why you need to come to Queen KELZ tomorrow at 7 p.m. At whose house?
KELZ house.
Let me find it. Where is it at? You want to hear it? Here it goes. As soon as I find it.
You want to find it? You want to hear it? Here you go.
Okay, y'all. We'll be right back after this message. I don't know, because I gotta run my other favorite commercial
Man,
too.
y'all don't know.
Okay, so here we
EP
go.
coming soon.
This is not survival, this is return. You feel that? Yeah, we already home. Welcome to conversations that protect. Welcome to the blueprint. Welcome to the war room. Welcome to the rebirth. Welcome to the moment you finally said yes for real. Welcome to your journey home. We don't speak to perform, we speak to prepare. We don't hand out hope, we hand down prayers. Every word's a bomb, a blade, a blanket. This is soul armor in songs. Coming close, baby. We got you. That ache you carry, it's just your ancestors waking up in your chest. This is the welcome home. Long overdue. Breathe in the ashes, that's where you begin. The girl you were, she blessed the fire. The woman you becoming, she walks through it in gold. This is your shedding, this is your stretch, this is your return. You whispered yes, and the universe cracked wide open. No more maybe, no more delay. You said yes for real. Now spirit can move through you unapologetically. Say it with your chest.
Man, I was singing, y'all. She didn't get me. Welcome to your journey home. But you know what? This
Say it.
series is. I don't. What am I
Say
trying
it
to
with your chest.
Okay. It's not another like YouTube show. This is really information for us that we are gonna need. I feel. So we're offering these things to you guys.
And
Go ahead.
and check this out. And the way that the world is going at this point in time, where you gonna go to get your medication? Where you gonna turn to if we really do go into a food drought? Is you learning how to make your own food? Is you learning how to grow your own food? Is you learning how to work with herbs? Is you learning how to get your body right? Even and I've seen people 70, 80 out running on trails, getting their body right. You never too old to get yourself together. It's just the start. You gotta start. Start somewhere. Start with the mind first though. Because that's the first thing that has to be cleared up and cleaned out. And yoga does help with clearing out the mind, the meditation. You can't even meditate if your mind's not clear. But see, most of us think that because we close our eyes, we meditate, and that is not what meditation is. You can close your eyes for 20 minutes and still not be meditating. So come on, y'all, get with the program, learn how to do these things so that you can have a balanced life.
Yeah. So like our sister came up with this series for the purpose because I believe it was prompted by that Project 2025. But I don't even like to get in and talk about the apprentice. But I mean, it's time. So I hope you guys are able to tune in tomorrow. A red ball, those other episodes. I talked about the altar. Blended went so deep into what the whole. If you want to know what the journey home is about, go on back to her. She got and then come on down the road, okay? Because we on the journey home, y'all. So yeah. So I'm gonna set KELLZ up to do her little last portion because we got to do some journey homework.
We sure do.
We got to do some journey homework.
Well, we thank y'all for tuning in and y'all getting in with us and really getting deep into this conversation because it's a conversation that needs to be had. And understand that you are absolutely allowed to be an individual in your relationship. Just have the conversation with the person that you're with or the people that you love to see if first of all, this is what you want to do. You got to see if these people are falling in line. It's not the other way around. So please just make sure that you're really giving it to yourself, really protecting your energy and your vibe.
And remember, the total was growing as an individual and its effect on relationships. So that means it's a continuous growth, continuing to grow into your identity. So let me let Kelly say her little spoken word that y'all missed. Y'all missed the little spoken word. I second that. Okay. Yep. Hold on. Hook your device up, sister. Okay, there she goes. Well, hello.
Hello and welcome to the stage, Miss Blended Healing Realm.
Can you hear us? We can't hear you. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Laugh at me every time I do that. Can you hear us? We can't hear you.
Are you on mute?
No, she's not on mute.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
oh, hi. There you go.
There we go.
Hello.
Hear us?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Oh no! Look, I've got this. And she
You
cracking
know,
up.
you say my name too many times, I might pop out like Candyman. You feel me?
I did
I
that.
appreciate the in all humbleness. Thank you.
Oh.
I felt compelled to come up, and yeah, it was sparked by that. You're absolutely right. The blueprint for the journey home was inspired by Project 2025. After I sat back and did a few episodes of FAFO, and I saw the direction of the erasure of our people, I was like, yeah, I can't. So, I sat on it for a little while, and spirit has a way of, and the council has a way of pushing you and nudging you into a direction. And I remember having that volley of words with you, going back and forth. And then I put it on a shelf. And then I said, they would not let me alone until I pulled it off the shelf. They said, absolutely cannot do another FAFO. Absolutely not. I'm like, what? It was fun. Go and run at people. They were like, no, no, absolutely not. So I said, okay. So then I went in there and it was all inspired by the council, every part of it. And even till you know how I am about my shit. So I'm like, this makes sense because I've been saying it for so long that there's nothing wrong with going back. And I've said that for almost a year, telling everybody they need to go back to basics. There's nothing wrong with going back to basics. You all just don't remember that we all had to go through this, you know, and being a woman of a certain age. I remember those things, like when I tell you the neighborhood didn't play them games, they didn't play that game at all. By the time you hit your house, the whole block knew what you done did, or the block
Your
knew where you
business.
was at, or you know, this one needed this one needed that. My mother was growing stuff I didn't even know. You don't pay attention to stuff like that,
Right.
or have the plants in the back and something was wrong with you. Go over there and break that leaf off over there. What? And bring that on over here. But you don't pay attention. And then when your grandparents, are, you know, very meticulous about what they do and how they were doing things. So it was like, wow, that's full circle. So with me stop rambling about those things, the journey home is such an important factor, and it's a blueprint 2025 and beyond for our people. I don't care if you're green, purple, red. Yep, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I always say that when you go home, you get fed a different energy. It rebuilds you, it replenishes you when you come home. Then you can go about your business and go back to your part of the world, but you always got a place at home. It's something about that home soil, about that homegrown thing that you have that you can rely on to remember, you know, as your ancestors have knocked you upside your head. So when it's about the erasure, don't take the bait. They want you to react to a situation that really ain't got nothing to do with a whole lot of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't take the bait. They're going to do it anyway. It's not like we haven't been through this road before. Y'all need to just knuckle up. Y'all ain't got soft. You feel me? Y'all ain't got soft. Or some of us never been through it. But for those who have been through it and know, y'all need to teach your people, man. You know what I'm saying? That
Yep.
one pot dish made you feel full. You didn't realize what you was going through when you had the one pot. And then when Dee was telling you about how you give reverence to your ancestors as they're teaching you and bringing you along and giving you the energy and not even knowing that the altar is you. And then with KELLZ teaching you about holistic medicine in her wheelhouse. This is what she does.
Yep.
And then with the combination of that and the plant to plate and Madam with the homesteading, teaching you about water security and food and how to grow an inside garden and outside garden and all of these different things. About the bug out bag. Nobody even really talks about a bug out bag.
Yeah.
Like when you got to pick up and go, how you going to do that? What about solar energy? Have you even thought about that? How are you going to maintain? So it's like, how are you going to spend your money? Do you know how to barter? I grew up in an era where I know that the knife man used to come down the street and say, I'm here to sharpen your knives. And, it was like, okay, you sharpen my knife and I'll give you this. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that that people forget about, because we could not have survived if it wasn't for a community looking out for one another. We didn't have these things. So it's educate yourself, listen to your elders, because they got they have a wealth of information. How to
Sure do.
protect yourself, all of that. And I'm done, and I'm off my soapbox.
Thank you. I knew I was on the right,
Gratitude.
Yeah,
Gratitude.
gratitude.
Mm,
And so y'all,
You know
y'all tapped
me.
in. It's home.
You know me. I'm the
Everything,
undercover sister soldier all day.
everything that we do at the COC has a underlining meaning of healing yourself and helping yourself. You just
Absolutely.
gotta see it. It's there.
It's there.
Everything.
If your eyes is open, it's there.
Yeah.
That's the basis of spirituality that people miss the mark on. Because in everything that you are learning in spirituality, at the end of the day, what do they always say? For the greater good,
Yep.
Mhm.
in service to the greater good. As much as you don't want to do it, that's what it ends up being.
That's
Whether
exactly.
you lead from the whether you lead from the front or whether you leave from the back. Whether you walk side by side, it is what it is. And that's the basis of spirituality that everybody, not everybody, a lot of people miss out. Because it is a journey back to yourself, but it also, at the end of the day, once you get yourself together and your mind right and your heart right, what do you end up doing? You're in service to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's being
You're
in
right.
church
Like
with the
Big Mouth, he said, CLC cooking on cooking.
All right, I'm out. I know y'all got to do what you got to do. KELLZ, you're going to do well tomorrow. I'm going to let y'all do what you do.
Thank you. I
All right.
All
appreciate it.
right. All right. Salute.
All right. Talk to you
Peace.
later. Yeah. So let's tell man, I'm gonna play that
Lavish
before we
life.
leave out. But I'm about well, Kelly then
Well,
light up.
I'm lavishing on
She's lavish lighting right now. She's supposed to be. I'm gonna have it. So she gonna do her spoken word real quick, and then we're gonna play some promos, talk a little bit, and then we're gonna let y'all go because we got things to
we
do.
got things to do, y'all.
It's like my mom used to say, we got things to do, people to see, and places to
Places to
go,
go.
and people to see. But we ain't gotta go see nobody. We got things.
We ain't gotta go see no man about no worse. oh, oh goodness. We crack ourselves up,
Yes.
y'all don't understand. Life is about living and being true to who you are.
Yep. You
And
lavish light. Let's
yep,
go.
see, let's go, mouthpiece. But being who you are unapologetically, like, and not in no toxic way,
Right?
no toxic.
KELLZ is about to talk to y'all real quick because we didn't get to hear this.
We
It's not that long, but I wanted y'all to go ahead and hear this. And then we're gonna go ahead, KELLZ.
I got it. All right. So I grow not to leave you, but to love you better. I grow not to outshine you, but to remind you of your fire. Ships sail smoother when every sailor is strong. When individuality meets unity, love adapts to every wave. So grow unapologetically and let the ships that are meant for you sail with you into the horizon.
That's a beat. Oh, let me get this right. Get this right. I didn't gave her like I didn't put us up there. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that.
Yes,
Thank y'all.
absolutely.
Yeah, but y'all didn't get to hear that. I'm telling you, StreamYard, shade, let's go. StreamYard was doing some funky stuff last night and tonight. And
Right.
it's just like we just making it. But let me be clear. It's not funky stuff. It's improvements. Like it's some dope stuff they've been doing while we up here. I'm like, you see this? Like, so it's some really dope stuff that they're doing. You can see stuff. It's when you
They
get in there,
changing it up.
yeah,
Y'all gonna like
it's
it.
it's
It
good
just
improvement
sucks. It just
when they're
sucks
doing
while
it.
you're
Yeah,
trying to record
they
doing
said
it.
ain't
But
nobody doing no lives
we
at
had
10.
right, and we had y'all set up. We came on with a spoken word.
It's
We
all
ended with
good.
a spoken word. Y'all was like, yes, let's go. But hey, thank y'all for sticking in there and hanging in there with us. We gonna grow together. We gonna create our own community together. Like those who want one thing that I do know is those that want community gonna get it together, and those that just want to sit and watch and criticize gonna still keep on criticizing while hitting a crack pipe. So
I can't. You
no,
guys see what this is what I have to deal with.
I'm I'm
Can't.
playing, but I'm not because some people act like they do be on that. But
Linda, come get her.
but in spite, like we are literally trying to help people. We don't got time. Hating takes too much work. When if you just be who you are individually, somebody might like you. Somebody
Mm.
liked you when your teeth was buck. Somebody liked you when your hair what wasn't
Nothing.
done.
Go ahead. No, you
Somebody
right.
liked you in your natural body
No, you
that you didn't know that you had.
because I always say that phrase from Friday. Shut up! I know somebody that like it.
For real.
And she was right when she's like,
Yeah.
put that mustache.
She's got that
Shut up, because I know somebody that like it.
little-
And do right and do in
and
my Alicia's voice and do
right.
okay.
Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, we ain't got time for it takes too much to hate. Why do we want to keep perpetuating this stuff going on? We don't. I want to be able to go to my sister and say, hey, you got some potatoes. Oh, you got some fried ones going on. Oh, can I get some of them? I got some biscuits over here and a big old fruit platter. You want some fruit? We know how to do smoothies. We know how to do fresh pressed juices. We know how to mix up a concoction that can heal your whole body. Oh, you need that because in 2025 they didn't cut off your stuff. Oh, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend nobody. Let me get back into my pantry and make my medicine for us.
That's what I'm on.
But
In lavish light.
but but if you want to learn, I mean, because here's the thing, we need each other. And if you're looking for your purpose, maybe you haven't found your purpose yet. But if you step into who you really are, you find out what you like. You are driven to your purpose. Take the time to work on you. Stop worrying about pleasing everybody else. Because 9 times out of 10, people already forget what you're doing. They're just looking for their next fix from you.
Are they running amok?
Take your time. What's the rush?
Hey, okay, anyway, y'all.
Okay.
We about to get off here. Thank you to my sisters for pulling up and those that I know is listening too.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Big mouthpiece, you already know what it is.
Let's go, big mouthpiece.
Come on, brother.
Let's go.
Make sure you tune in to Queen KELLZ tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I need that reverse noise. I'm a devil.
I wasn't.
Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning to get your morning spark from Alicia Dion. Okay? And I don't know if Linda's going live, but let me tell you about it. She got a lot of stuff that you can just go listen to because that's what I do. I catch up.
Mm-hmm.
But if she does go live, I don't know. I be waking up late. So sometimes it's 9 in the morning or 11. I don't know. But she's there for you as well. And then you have that daily dose of D, y'all. Come on through and get that daily dose of D. We got a good subject going on this week. Then we got the journey home. Man, the journey home. We going to whose house?
KELLZ house.
Okay. Make sure y'all come through. All right. And you never know because, Miss Blenda Hillen been hitting the button. We didn't even know. We like, oh, wait, she live. So you never know when anything will happen or with us. You never know with the COC. Big COC energy, collaboration over competition. Y'all come and see us networking at its best, okay? So we're going to go out. I ain't even gonna lavish life y'all no more because I did it so much. I'm gonna go on out with the regular outro. Thank you for all the love and support.
All of it.
Shout out to the replay game because they be telling us,
Thank y'all.
folks be telling us they be watching us, and we appreciate it.
Definitely.
Appreciate you all. So peace and love to everyone, and have a good rest of the evening. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay? Peace and love.
And we out.
And we let the whole truth flow. Oh, friendship, situationship, love in all directions. We don't judge the heart, we just honor its reflection. Lay it down, baby. Speak your soul. Let it be real. This ain't therapy. This is truth dressed in silk robes. This is soul talk over incense and eye contact. This is Sheeps at the Love Palace, where love always gets a seat at the table.